Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Celebrate Columbus show, powered by Johnson Whit Kemper Insurance. My name is Josh Burnett, and today I have a very special guest, a personal friend, as well as someone who's made such a difference in our community, the new director of the Office of School Safety for the state of Indiana, Julie Q. Smith. How are you today?
Hi, I'm good. I'm glad to be here with you all this morning.
Quite a journey from being here in Columbus Police Department to now working with the state, directing all of school safety. Can you tell us a little bit about, just for those who might not know you, how things started for you here in Columbus and then now up in Indianapolis?
Yeah. So I retired from the Columbus Police Department on August 8th, and my first day with the state was August 18th. So I was retired for about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But my journey to get there, I spent the last 11 years of my career as a school resource officer. And even before that, I was a field training officer. Honor guard is something I did throughout my entire career and did various things at the police department. But when the SRO program began in 2014, I just knew that's where I was supposed to be. And I don't think anyone gets into the field of law enforcement, or at least very few people, and say, I can't wait to work with teenagers full time.
Right.
That wasn't the dream, honestly. And then I just got to a point where I felt like I wasn't having impact. And my career for me was running dry at the moment that the SRO program began. And that spark followed me after the SRO program was in full effect. Myself and Officer Stevens were in the schools, and at that point we each split up 9 buildings. So it was high speed, low drag, very busy, but I just developed such a passion for school safety and began working for the Indiana School Resource Officers Association. Later became the president of that, and then the National Association of SROs, where I instruct for them and was the regional director.
Yeah, you've got quite a resume when it comes to specifically being a school resource officer and school safety, and obviously, highly qualified. And we're so proud being from Columbus to have the very first director coming from Columbus. Could you talk a little bit about what makes a great SRO? Because I know we got to work together at BCSC, and I got to see you do a lot more than just traditional law enforcement.
Yeah, a really great SRO has a lot of qualities and is flexible, and the NASRO standard is carefully selected, specifically trained, and properly equipped. But it also I once had a mentor describe the work of an SRO, and he put a big heart on the board. He's like, lead with heart. And there are moments where we have to take punitive measures. And there are moments where we have to talk to a kid so that they understand how to do things safely and better than what they were before. But a lot of what we get to do is mentor and support the school communities. And I think our SROs, I know, our SROs in this community do that well.
Yeah, and you obviously set the standard for that with Officer Stevens, and obviously we're sad to see you go, but we're really proud of the work you're doing now. For those who don't know about the Office of School Safety, it's a new thing, right?
Yes, it is new. In fact, July 1 is when the office was established. We've only been in the office since I've been there, like I said, since August 18th. And Indiana's done a lot of things right when it comes to school safety. And the establishment of this office, I think the school communities that we serve are really going to feel supported unlike anything they've ever seen before.
That's awesome, because I know, you kind of got your area, right? Like it's your school corporation that you're serving, but with this new position, you're going to be supporting all of these school corporations and helping them be the best that they can, because they're guarding our community's most precious resources, right?
That's right, and I feel that. I felt that early on, and it is a big responsibility to direct this office, and it's one that I'm just I'm honored to get to have the opportunity to do it, and I came in with big ideas.
Yeah.
Right off the top. It's a high-speed, low-drag operation. I keep saying that, and I have an amazing team that I get to work with, and we've effected a lot of changes in a very short time. We jokingly say at the office, I work in Government Center South in the Indiana Department of Homeland Security area, and we jokingly say that our days are up so quick. And every day there's so much progress that we wouldn't be where we're at if we hadn't had the day before. So there's no days where you can show up and be halfway in.
Yeah.
That's not the way our team operates.
For those who are wondering some of the different initiatives and goals that you're going after from the beginning, what are you guys working on right now?
Yeah, we have a lot of irons in the fire at the moment, and they're all independently important. As you and I were talking, the legislation that defines our office is extensive. Mm-hmm. There is a lot to it. And I think that really speaks to the state of school safety in Indiana, that we're prioritizing all of this, and we're going to pool resources to make all of these safety measures happen. And some initial priorities, the Indiana School Safety Specialist Academy is one of our heavy pools. We have completely reimagined what that looks like, to the extent that the basic class looks nothing like what it did historically. We've revamped the 8-hour prerequisite training and have new speakers and new curriculum that we are excited to roll out. The advanced is probably the biggest change, and what we're doing, instead of pulling everybody out, all of the school safety professionals out of the building in the springtime, before and after breaks, when really that is the most volatile time in school safety. We're not pulling our school safety professionals out of the buildings during those times any longer. Instead, we're meeting communities where they're at in terms of training. Allen County is not dealing with the same thing that Perry Central schools are dealing with. So we're allowing communities to pick the training opportunities that they want, and we bring it to them and write the check.
Wow.
It's been incredibly well received.
Because a lot of times when people are doing training, or say they're becoming a police officer for the first time, they have to go to some academy, go to some training for quite a while, outside of where they're from, but you're flipping that. You're going to them.
That's right. And there's a lot of reasons for that. But what also happens is we get all emergency responders and personnel and school officials and school resource officers. We get all of these people at the same table. Mm-hmm. So if you're doing reunification training, and we provide that to you, we bring it to you, you get all of these people learning the same thing.
That's awesome.
Yes, and it not only holds everyone accountable for that information, but we all know the same thing now. Mm-hmm. And then we can grow that.
Yeah, and I know a big part of your work here in Bartholomew County, you were working with all these different departments. We were doing different tabletop exercises or, scenarios. And so it seems like you're kind of taking some of the things that you worked through here, scaling that and helping the state. Does that sound accurate?
Yes, I had a lot of wonderful experiences here, working alongside a BCSC and the Columbus Police Department, the Sheriff's Office here, even emergency management. Mm-hmm. I had a lot of really great experiences that have definitely served me well in this new role. But I'm also grateful to the experiences that I was able to have outside of Columbus that prepared me for this role, specifically the National Association of SROs and the Indiana School Resource Officers Association. Those leadership opportunities really helped me, and those connections. So I've been just really fortunate, I would say, to have a lot of really great mentors, a lot of really great people in my life, and to have started my career in a place like Columbus.
Yeah, that's awesome. And again, we're just really proud that, you might have started your career here, but you're, scaling it and growing, through your leadership around the state, but also helping, our state be a leader among the nation for school safety, because, that's something that I know when we first, started talking and we did an interview together, school safety was kind of becoming a hot button topic. I think it was after maybe Parkland or around that time period. But could you talk about how, things have grown in your time from the beginning of being a school resource officer to now you're in charge of the state for school resource officers?
I think for me, it's just been a natural progression. I couldn't have known that this position was going to be here in 2025 when I began in 2014. But something I learned very quickly was that I wasn't good at just sitting back. At the very first conference I went to for school safety, I learned that I need to be involved, and I'm not good at just sitting in the audience, taking notes and going home. That's not who I am inside. And I think meeting those people and further just honing in on my passion for school safety, I can't learn enough about it. I'm an audiobook geek. Now I have 50 minutes to travel both ways to get that in, and I can't get enough of it. And I've surrounded myself with people that are like-minded. My husband is the chief of a school-based police department, and he's also, school safety is a dinner time conversation.
I bet.
My kids love it.
Yeah, I bet they really do.
Yeah.
Julie, are there any other initiatives? It sounds like you're super busy, as you're getting started in your, first couple months. Are there any other initiatives that you have going on?
Yes, there's one coming up that I'm really excited about. We're going to host a summit annually, and the focus of each summit will be based on what our school communities in Indiana need. And this year, it is overwhelmingly important for us to focus on threat assessments. Threat assessment teams became legislatively required July 1, and it has been an office priority for us to make sure that our school safety professionals have the tools to not just effectively do it, but competently complete these assessments. And so if we know this is one of the number one ways that attacks are averted, we've got to get behind this, and we've got to make sure that our school safety individuals have the tools to do it. So this year the focus is going to be threat assessments, and in the coming years we'll reevaluate, we'll listen to the people that we serve, and whatever the focus is will largely depend upon the needs that are brought to our attention.
Awesome. Well, I'm sure that'll be great. You've got the training going on all the time. You got the basic, advanced, as well as this annual opportunity for school resource officers. It sounds like you're really focusing on equipping, training, those people on the front lines of protecting our students, our kids, and our staff really, really well. And I'm so excited that you're the first person to be in charge of that. Is there anything else that you would like for us to know, or how can we support you in your new role?
That's a good question. I feel when I retired from CPD, I just felt this overwhelming sense of gratefulness and to what the people that have poured into me, these great I've had some good supervisors over the years, and even people that I look up to at BCSC and various, I'll say, corners of the community. And I'm just grateful for those experiences, and I carry those with me and my daily walk as I'm going to Indianapolis now and doing this thing, I've just learned so much from people around here. And what can you do to support me? Just keep being awesome. Support the next generation of law enforcement. And there's a lot of faces I don't know now that I'll see pictures on social media, and it's like, I don't think I met that one. And I just hope that they would grow to know what a gift this community really is.
Awesome. Well, thank you for being a part of that gift, for this, making the community what it is. I mean, we obviously have had a lot of fun, whether it's doing the CPD lip sync video or, the SAFE program, and then just getting to see your interaction with students and staff on a daily basis. Personally, I couldn't be more proud that you got picked, but also I know our school corporation, our community is grateful that, we have someone who's leading the state well, and her journey started here, but it definitely doesn't end. And thank you for coming on and talking to people in Columbus and the surrounding area about your new gig.
Yeah, thank you. You know what I miss the most?
What's that?
The kids. That's what I miss. I love this job and this new opportunity. I miss the kids.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Awesome.
Thanks a lot for having me.
I'm glad to do it. And, we can't wait to continue to support Julie Q. Smith in her new role at the Office of School Safety. Thank you so much for watching this Celebrate Columbus show. We've got an awesome community, and she's one more reason why Columbus is the best place to live, work, and raise a family. We'll see you next time.